drone swarm is relentless. All hell continues to break loose in Moscow as Ukraine, under the leadership of President Zelenskyy, continues to go on the offense. Yesterday, we reported how Ukraine did a drone swarm of Moscow, hitting critical infrastructure, hitting oil depots. You can literally see Moscow on fire, and it is continuing, folks. I want to bring you all of the footage that you're probably not seeing anywhere else right now. At the outset, you saw some Russian soldiers with these man pads on their shoulders trying to shoot down these Ukrainian drones, and you see that they were failing right there. And the Ukrainian drones are getting far more sophisticated as well. I'll show you the type of drones we're seeing Ukraine use. But let's take a look right here of this video from Moscow right now, a special video from Moscow, if you will. You'll see it burn. Let's play this clip.
Ой, а bu taraf diyor. Pazarın dağıldı. Ay Allah. Bu ne diyor? Ay Allah. Pistis morro.
I'll show you right here that a worker at the Moscow oil refinery heading to her shift, but changed her mind at the last moment after seeing the entire facility engulfed in flames. Let's play this clip.
Вот, смотри. Бля. Вон огонь, все пышет. Завод открытый огонь просто. Пиздец. Там очень огромное возгорание. Вот эти полосатые трубы в капоте.
Now I'll show you the longer version of that clip we played at the outset. Then I'll show you another one right here. But you can see as these Russian soldiers with these man pads on their shoulders trying to hit these drones. And often what we're seeing happen is that the man pads are backfiring, and it's resulting in friendly fire, if you will, or unfriendly fire as the Russians are striking themselves. Let's play this clip right here.
Куда он полетел? Ёлка-на в рот. Куда он полетел-то?
We'll show you another clip right here on the highway as these Russian soldiers have the man pads on their shoulder. Let's play it.
Давай, брат! Выр! Давай! Ой, машаллах! Ой, машаллах, kardeşim! Hala! Maşallah kardeşim! Maşallah! Vur kardeşim, vur! Maşallah kardeşim! Еще, давай! Vur bir de gelin! Vur! Давай! Allah! Давай! Allahu Ekber! Vur!
Here is yet another video of, and this one's courtesy of Jay in Kyiv. Big fan of the work. He's a friend. Great work, Jay in Kyiv. He's got a YouTube site as well. Russians firing these man pans randomly into populated areas at this hour in Moscow as a new wave of Ukrainian drones are hitting the city. Let's play it. Now I'll just show you some other clips right here as Moscow is again under attack at this hour with drones heading into the city from several different directions. I'll show you a video right here.
Здрасте.
Another angle over here. Another angle over here. Another angle over here.
Прямо надо мной, грубо говоря.
You can see the city burning, the oil depots burning right there. And then we can take a look at this photo right here, as one account notes. This is Ukraine's kind of upgraded version of the Shahid drone. Iran has the Shahid drone, and Ukraine is using the Shahid drone, similar thing, but kind of seems like a better version, attacking Moscow in large swarms earlier in the day. These are often referred to as Ukrainians' behemoth drones right here. These behemoths feature distinctive pointy wingtip extensions that set it apart from the Shahid type UAVs. Those unique wingtip shapes appear visible in the footage, making the identification possible. I'll show you this video right here. And you can take a look at this photo as well. As this account says, the drone in question could either be the Sishin or a deep strike version of the Behemoth, but it appears to be rolling out a new version, an upgraded version of what you see, the Iranian Shahids. You have these Behemoths or the Sishins right over here. Let's show you another view of that explosion yesterday, the iconic tank toss that took place in Moscow, where one of those Ukrainian drones were hitting the oil depots. Then a Russian manpad led to actually the Russian striking its own oil depot and the lid blowing up. We'll show it to you right here. Now, more from the NATO summit. Here's what Zelenskyy had to say. Let's play this clip.
Right now, Russia is paying for continuing this war with losses of at least 30,000 soldiers every month on the front line, killed and seriously wounded. And this number will grow as we improve our ability to stop Russian attacks. All types of drones are showing strong results, and our infantry and other units are fighting effectively and bravely.
And we also heard from Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz. He said it in German, so I'll translate for you. A country like Ukraine, while at war, cannot become a member of the European Union. However, it could become an associate member of the European Union and later become a full member of the European Union. Ukraine is the affected country, and Ukraine ultimately decides who stands at its side and conducts negotiations. The European Union is not some neutral third party, and it's not a mediator. We're a party on Ukraine's side, and therefore Ukraine also decides who negotiates with it and for it. Similar message from French President Emmanuel Macron. Our priority is military aid to Ukraine, support for their energy infrastructure for next winter, and increasing pressure on Russia. We are ready to receive a message from Russia when they are ready to negotiate seriously, which has not been the case so far. Here we heard from the Minister of Defense in Germany, Pistorius. Here's what Germany's defense minister said. Let's play it.
While Russia's offensive is faltering, your troops are maintaining their momentum on the battlefield. What Ukraine is doing in bringing the war to where it came from is really impressive. And this is no coincidence. The UDCG support has been instrumental. Germany supported Ukraine's new campaign plan from the very beginning and contributed comprehensively to building up significant capabilities. We will keep doing that. Your consistent expansion and digitally networked mass employment of UAVs has accelerated reconnaissance, target acquisition, and effects processes through database decision-making. This is particularly true for mid-strike capabilities and the establishment of drone assault regiments. Last month, when visiting the command posts near Zaporizhia and Dnipro, at your invitation, Mikhail, thank you for that, I was able to see that for myself, and I was deeply impressed. I was deeply impressed by the great professionalism of Ukraine's soldiers and by their innovative warfare tactics. And I'm convinced that this type of warfare will be groundbreaking for us in many ways. We must learn from Ukraine.
More from Germany's defense minister here.
Our partnership is no longer a one-way street and hasn't been for a long time. Mikhailo and I signed an agreement today that will pave the way for the joint development of a new air defense system to counter ballistic missiles, if industry can come to an understanding. Several German enterprises are interested in this project. It can make an important contribution to security in Europe and Ukraine.
And more from Germany's defense minister right here. Let's play it.
Putin has reached a dead end. His illegal attack on Ukraine continues to cause enormous losses among his troops. The Kremlin can no longer hide the negative effects of this war against Ukraine. Its implications are increasingly felt by the Russian population. President Zelenskyy has reached out and offered direct talks to get the stalling negotiations back on track. But the Kremlin prefers further escalation to talking. This escalation is directly mostly against Ukraine, but also against our NATO partners on the eastern flank. This is Putin's desperate attempt to distract from his failures on the battlefield. We must not let this throw us off course. Our support for Ukraine is working, and we must continue it with determination. This is the only way that Ukraine can maintain and further expand its momentum on the battlefield.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll give you more updates as they come. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers, and thanks for watching, everybody.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.